first known as the Meadowlands. EA Sports welcomes you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Jets. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. And off we go from East Rutherford. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. From the shotgun, he'll throw to get this one started. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. They're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, and it's two nice plays to begin this drive. Here's first and 10.
At the 44-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Look at the three tight ends here on first and 10.
Come on, set! Roll!
He'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And he'll be brought down, but what a run down to the 40. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here, they feel that way.
And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line.
And you can tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down.
Viking, 18, Buffalo 18, 19 Lions. Steady.
Throwing on second down. Daniel. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Here's a screen set up for Benson. And he will dive into the end zone. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Seattle. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
He'll return this from the 10. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This throw right is taken in by Flower. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 23
Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Now they'll set up to throw. Back into the hands of Travis Etienne. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Second and 2 at the 33-yard line.
A quick toss into the hands of Lamb. And he will score! C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, New York. That is second TD catch of the season.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
We're all time, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Now Daniels throwing on first and 10. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job by not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
Mustang 19. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 18 Pioneer.
On second down, it's Daniels. That one's down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground.
That's a really good effort on third down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
On the go.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Cup 19, Cup 19.
They will indeed go. That'll be intercepted.
So the first part of any interception, it just ends up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. first down.
And 10 yards to go.
On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that's over everybody. Out of the back of the end zone. It is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's go, Biggs, and drop low 80. Hold the look.
They'll look to throw. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, New York. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Jets will move out to a 14-7 lead. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
On play action, Daniels. They work this out wide to Benson. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
1-yard gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Right here. Panther 60. 7 Pirates, 60 Maverick.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
The game goes on, so offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Okay, ready?
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
18 Rattler. 60 Bobcat. 60. Ready?
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Looking down the field, but that ball's incomplete. General McMillan was the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. This one caught downfield by Fowler. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A dive and a pass. Incredible. We are through 1. The Jets have the advance. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment.
44-yard line.
The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's swung out to Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3.
Now listen, I'm going to give give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
They'll look to throw again. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Ready.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
Go! Like 18, Rattler, 18.
On the RPO, it's a throw, and it's taken.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
19, back to 60.
Even in the air, here's Daniels. Pushed out to his left. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time, Mike, talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones. Saw a great example of it here, laying out, going down to get this ball, holding on full contact with the ground, and it's a big time play.
Daniels to throw on second down. Forced out wide. The second down throw is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Ready! 70 Timberwolves.
Third and goal. It's Daniel. And that is incomplete. Trying to get that one to Noah Brown. And now they're faced with a fourth and goal.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense...
Oh, and a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. And that is a dud. It's incomplete. What in the name of Gary Premier is that? Then with the kicker trying to throw it, it doesn't work out. It's a turnover on down. Right away, they'll set up to to throw. Open man, that's Flowers. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll just get rid of it. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another day.
Quick throw down, the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch from contact.
They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. They'll break the 100. Coming up now for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second and 3.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 3. On the draw, the give to ETN. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Caught by Lamb. And they move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got room to roll. And he's in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, New York. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. The extra point is good. And the Jets will take a 21-7 lead. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And he looks past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. Second down, they need 3. They'll go again with Benson. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And they finally track him down, but not until he gets to the 3-yard line. A big play for Seattle. 54 yards. Benson will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. That ball's going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And he'll do nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Etienne. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the
40-yard line.
A gain of
The defense could not bring him down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. He's going to let one go. Deep for Lamb. That's hard. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5.
31 yards.
A huge play just before the half. 31 yards.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. The point attempt to come here. He's got it. And the Jets have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game.
Seahawks 14.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
Gain of a yard.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Timeout Seahawks. That is their second as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, they go with Benson. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try it now with Benson. And he's going to have a Seahawks 1st down. By a good couple of yards. They get 3 on 4th and inches. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway.
Okay, ready? Unlock line! Unlock line! Ready?
Start out with a run, and it's Benson. Inside the 30. And he will score again. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Seattle. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. No problem there on the extra point. And the Seahawks are back to within 7. It's 28-21. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here comes ETN running to the left. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
Down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 9.
So, from the 37, here's second and a yard.
Check, 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 check. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 tight, 19 tight.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They'll look to pick this up, third and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with ETN. A gain of 16, good enough for a first down.
Yeah, that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs are just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
First and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Left side, caught by Lamb. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a handoff. ETN. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They tried to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it. Didn't sell out for the pass. They were able to stop that one for a loss.
He's going to keep it himself. And a nice run, sliding to a home. A pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 8.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision, he gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in the second half. That grab gets them a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And he's in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, New York. His second touchdown of the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
A handoff, running left is Benson. He's inside the 30. And he's into the end zone yet again. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Seattle. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Johnson now to return. Now an opening past the 30. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return.
And we've seen him take one back earlier in the year, and he just about added another one. He's proven to be someone to game plan against in the return game, and that was a heck of a run back.
throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is brought in at the 10. And he's into the end zone. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, New York. Now for the point after. He gets it to go. And the Jets will extend this third quarter lead.
42. Seahawks 28.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They try the right side with Benson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Seahawks first down. A gain of 12. First down. Seahawks.
On first and 10, here's Benson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Again, it's Benson. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he...
Here we go. Here's trap 50, trap 6, 19, target, Dragon 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Warrior 70. Ready.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. The Seahawks sending out their punt team. He's on for the second time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. And he overhit that just a bit. That's beyond the goal line, and that is a touchback.
On 20-yard line.
Let's go. 19, 18.
On the handoff, it's ETN. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 25-yard line.
So, from the 25, it's second and 5.
Big alert, big alert. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll look to throw. That's taken in left side by Smith. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It's going to be third. They need 1. Going up top and looking for Flowers. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Jay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. He's Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to ETN. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
He'll look to throw. Now a screen center for ETN. Get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
They'll throw out of the gun. This one intercepted. Picked off by Khair Elam. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Fourth quarter now, and it'll begin with a run by ETN. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver.
Brings up
3rd down coming up.
And 8 yards.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game.
Into space. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be first and goal. They've got it at the 3. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 49. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. Try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal.
Let's go. 60 bucks.
ETN is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. We'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. Straight ahead, they go with Benson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings us second and 7.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7. Now give up the middle, it's Benson. Inside the 30. And they finally track him down, but not until he gets to the 3-yard line.
A gain of 59 on the play. That's good for a Seahawks. First and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Now at the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and
And
goal.
before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. The task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. On the handoff, this is Benson. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
The idea here on second down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a third and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here. And I think on third and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Seahawks. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like.
It's hot. They're going to get the 2 points. Don't go away just yet. They are back to within a score. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Johnson now to return. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The drive begins with a carry from ETN. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
From the 31, here comes a second and a yard. That's swung out to ETN. And he'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's a gain of 11.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. And the Jets have a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
That's quickly out to Smith. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. This one's good for a first down.
First down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything because right now, possess the ball protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
ETN. The pistol. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Brought down at the 23-yard line.
From the 23. Here's second and 8.
Here we go.
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And it's just the last thing you can afford to do, especially in this situation. Like, there's just no need to force the ball. You're playing with a lead. It's late in the game, and I know he's got a lot of confidence in his arm, and he thinks he can get away with it, but that decision, it proves to be costly.
Now it's the Arizona product that is Jacory Merritt. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's second down and 3. They'll run here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
And here we go. 4th and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. And he will have the Seahawks first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. They'll stick to the ground. The hole closes quickly. They'll take up about 3. They'll go up now for second down. They'll run. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
They'll try to pick it up with Merritt. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Seattle. Timeout, Seahawks. That is their second. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Seahawks first down.
Okay, ready?
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. And it's first and 10.
Mustang Viking 18. 70 Rangers. Cup 19. 60 Bobcats.
They'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Trap 60. Get it. Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 19 tight.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Hit as he throws and is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
18 Rattler. Come on. Set. Hawk 70.
Looking out of the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. You got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Jets. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. And in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.